And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains some of the other qualities that these people have. And we should look at it so that we don't have any sort of element of those qualities. And these people are the one who disobey and who break the covenant with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to worship Him, to recognize Him as their Lord. They break it.
إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم.
Verses 26 till 29. Allah is not answerable to anyone. Let's get it out there. This is one of the biggest problems that we have. Most of the time we are on our back foot defending the rules of Islam, defending the history of Islam. Yes, there is a need for that. Yes, there is some importance of that, but that cannot be 100% of our da'wah. That cannot be 100% of what we share with other people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly explains this in this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not shy. He doesn't have to explain to people. He doesn't have to answer people if they are not happy. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says something in Quran, if there's a commandment of Islam and we are not able to wrap our heads around it, it's not something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is obligated to, or it's not something that's befitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make everyone happy or to be able to answer to anyone. So now here's the thing, that there's 2 types of stances, 2 types of people when it comes to commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And type 1 are people who are believers, who realize not the essence of the command, but the one that the command is coming from. They realize the authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they realize the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and based on that, they believe and they submit that if it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it must be true, it must be for my benefit individually, and it must also be for the benefit of the community. The other types of people are the one who are haters, who are going to just critique one way or the other. They arrogantly believe that they can objectively decide that this commandment or this event in the history is objectively bad, and it's not something that anyone in any time or any place or any location can use. And they would pick something here and there and say, look, this is absolutely evil. How can you do that? Right? How can you make a judgment not just for your individual situation, but for the entire humanity, for in all times and all places? And those are the people who are using this attitude, and because of this attitude, they are being misled and they're not guided. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains some of the other qualities that these people have, and we should look at it so that we don't have any sort of element of those qualities. And these people are the one who disobey and who break the covenant with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to worship Him, to recognize Him as their Lord. They break it. They break what's supposed to be joined. That is the relation between men and God, and the man and the Creator, between us and the messenger, and between us and our family members. So they break all those relationships, they break their covenants, they break their contracts, and they are the ones who are rebellious. And at the same time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also addresses and gives us a point to think about, that why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have the authority to be able to have this level of situation that He doesn't have to answer to anyone. He says that He is the one who created us. He is the one who guided us, who gave us life when we were lifeless. And He is the one to whom we will be returned, and He will be the final judge of our characteristics and of our actions. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is such, then He doesn't need to please anyone or everyone.